Cyberpunk 2077 and Rage 2 have a very similar art design, but not only do they look similar, they have very similar gameplay mechanics, whether it be driving or combat. When you're exploring the desert in Cyberpunk 2077, you get Mad Max vibes, and Rage 2 was made to give you that feeling of being a wandering savage on the desert. Initially, we thought Cyberpunk was going to destroy Rage 2 when it came to graphics, but after playing both of them, they are very comparable. Cyberpunk still looks better. If you ran these two games side by side, you will see the similarity. When I made the first comparison video back in October, people bashed me for comparing the almighty Cyberpunk to a relatively unknown game, but I'm sure those feelings have drastically changed after Cyberpunk's release. Rage 2 is one of the smoothest running games I have played for a while. The performance is top notch and I really didn't notice any FPS drops. The combat in particular is fluid. If you're somewhat skilled, everything feels like an action sequence. Cyberpunk has some of the best FPS mechanics in an open world game. I had problems with a lot of things in this game, but when it came to combat, I really didn't have any issues. The guns are all powerful with great recoil effect, and when it comes to combat mechanics, CDPR have done a great job. Melee combat is slightly shallow, but I still had a ton of fun. Combat allows you to be creative, which has kept the combat system fresh so far. Rage 2 has a very engaging and entertaining combat system. The fluidity that I mentioned earlier is a real highlight. Even after playing the game for so many hours, I still get pumped when I'm clearing out an enemy camp. Rage 2 doesn't allow as much creativity as Cyberpunk allows, but you can be creative to a certain degree. Driving also has a very similar feel in these two games. The Mad Max inspired cars are a treat to drive. Both these games have above average driving mechanics. Rage 2 has a slightly more clunky driving system. Cars have a tendency to float around. They really don't feel heavy. Cyberpunk has a really good driving system for an open world game. Open world games have always had a problem of clunky and uncontrollable driving. Compared to that, Cyberpunk is definitely great. Graphically, both of them look very similar, but Cyberpunk is superior visually, and you'll agree if you explore Night City on a rainy night. The lighting is absolutely jaw-dropping. It's something we haven't seen before. Maybe only RDR2 even comes close in the lighting department. Rage 2 can look good at certain points, but it's not even close to Cyberpunk. When it comes to the game world, I think we all can agree that Cyberpunk has the better game world. Night City is a jam-packed, dense, multi-level city that has so much going on. It's almost impossible to see everything that the game has to offer. CDPR are really talented when it comes to world building. Ubisoft and CDPR are in my opinion the best in terms of world building. I feel they are even superior to Rockstar. Rockstar are great when it comes to storytelling and details, but in my opinion they are second when it comes to world building. Rage 2 has a barren world when compared to Cyberpunk. The mission areas are separated by wasteland that have absolutely nothing to do. I will compare Rage 2 to Metal Gear Solid 5. Great gameplay, but when you get out of the mission area, you have to travel through nothingness to get to the next mission area. For me, Cyberpunk 2077 is the better game as it has a lot of diversity. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more similar content. Thank you and have a good day.